What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Last Stop Sports Talk. Today is Sunday, August 3rd, 2025, and on this here, episode 93, we got some power rankings to get to. So I'm with Keegan Kropp, Carson Kropp, I'm Cody Kropp, per usual. So these are just power rankings, like off-season power rankings going into 2025. How it looks right now, how it feels right now.
Yeah, right now it's basically all based on paper. We're talking like depth charts. We're talking maybe some training camp hype a little bit here and there. Yeah. Preseason is just about to begin. You already had the Hall of Fame game, but this is all basically strictly on what happened last year, how the team's changed over the offseason, and how they're looking going into this year.
Yep, pretty much. So we're going 32-1, starting out with our 32nd ranked, the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, Tennessee Titans showed last year why they're down here, and they earned themselves the number one overall pick, in which they took a quarterback, most important position, whatever. But scouts and everyone alike, including ourselves, was saying that Cam Ward, although he was the number one overall pick this year, last year would have been fighting to be one of the top five quarterbacks in the class. And I think that is shown in our rankings here, having the Titans last, because Cam Ward is great and he's a playmaker, but it's going to take him some time to try to turn around this franchise because there's not really a lot around him. Last year they made this poor excuse of like going all in or trying to make a run, but nothing came of it. Now they just bring in more people. It seems like they're just trying to get through these hard times with like Van Jefferson, Tyler Lockett, who we thought retired. Then they brought in some linemen, some defense, but no big names, just people that can fill spots for the time being, really.
Yeah, I also just don't trust Brian Callahan as a head coach yet. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot to work with last year with Will Levis and Mason Rudolph and that just garbage can of a team that he had. But now over the offseason, it's not like they got a whole lot better, especially on the defensive side. You can argue what you want about Cam Ward. As Carson said, we're not super high on him. Yeah. And pieces around him don't look very good either. But even on the defensive side, I mean, I like the two guys up front that they have in T'Vondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons. They have L'Jarius Sneed, but he's already hurt, and he wasn't good last year either. And they let some guys walk, and just the whole team as a whole looks like guys that, like Carson said, they just kind of threw together to get by and kind of hope to get another high pick and hope that Brian Callahan keeps his job, and we'll see.
Yep, pretty much. At 31, we've got the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I had the Saints highest, and I had them at 28, which compared to you guys who had them at 32, that feels pretty generous to be ranking them that high. And I know I can almost guarantee it's because of the quarterback situation and everything that we're hearing. Everything that I've been seeing out of camp is that both Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shuck, and I'll throw Jake Haener in there too. They all look bad. They've all just looked terrible in training camp. And so that's why my ranking is not really based on the offense. I think it's mainly based on the defense. Demario Davis comes back. He still looks good. They just brought in Julian Blackmon, even though Tyrann Mathieu just retired. I think Kool-Aid McKinstry takes a big step forward. I just like the secondary as a whole. Isaac Yiadom comes back after a year in San Francisco. The defense as a whole is usually sound, and they are usually, I guess, disciplined. They kind of remind me of like a Patriots defense that just always does their job, even though the offense just sucks ass. The defense is always going to kind of keep you in some games. The Saints are probably not going to win more than 5 or 6 games this year, so this isn't like a high praise for them, but the defense is really what holds this team together. And if Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cooks can stay healthy on the offense, I think that it doesn't look horrible on the offense. It's not absolutely garbage it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, yeah. But this quarterback situation, I'm sure, is really why you guys had them ranked this low.
Yeah, just looking up and down their depth chart, I convinced myself that this is by far the worst team in the NFL. Now, you do have a point there with the defense. Carl Granderson, Justin Reed, some of those guys are going to make a difference and could elevate the defense to something meaningful.
Danny Stutzman.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
Not the only piece I like on the Saints.
Yeah, but outside of that, man, these guys are just a train wreck. I also think the whole salary cap thing was kind of in the back of my mind. Like, man, this organization's just in a bad spot right now. Chris Olave can't blossom into what he's supposed to because these quarterbacks are just hurting him. Alvin Kamara is ready to retire. But on the bright side, they do bring in Kellen Moore as head coach this year, so maybe he can do something with the offense with Brandon Staley as the DC, so they have some coaching staff there now to try to turn this team into maybe a 6-win team this season, which would be good for what they're working with. But you can only with this coaching staff, they would have to make chicken soup out of chicken shit.
Yep, well said. Our number 30 ranked was the Cleveland Browns. We were all pretty agreed on this area for them. They did try to do a lot, and like they got some good pieces, but it's just the whole fact that like for this team to look like really good, it's like you're betting a lot on rookies, and that's all well and good, but Cleveland has proven over the years to maybe not be the best place for that to have success.
Proven to maybe be the worst place to have
success. Maybe the worst. So
even Browns fans are like, I was talking to a Browns fan.
Sure.
A couple of them actually.
Hard to find them.
Yeah.
And, yeah, right. And they're like, I was asking like what they want to do with their pick or whatever, and they're like, I don't know. It just depends on whose career we want to ruin. I was like, at least you're real.
Yeah. Yeah. So like they have like decent pieces and look okay at times over the years, but they just can't ever put anything together, and they didn't do a whole lot, and like the whole receiver room is still pretty garbage except for Jerry Jeudy. Like, they brought in Deontay Johnson, but we all know what Deontay Johnson is. He's not a huge game changer or anything. I love that they brought in Judkins in the draft since they lost Nick Chubb, but like, is he going to have success behind the line?
Is he going to be in jail?
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. They brought in Mason Graham, so that should be a big piece on there. But aside from that, I don't know. It's just so unknown still that you can't put a lot of faith in them.
Yeah, agreed. That's another team that has pieces here and there. Whenever they play a AFC North game, they inevitably do better because everybody's playing hard and it's like a ground and pound mentality. But outside of that, these guys just get their backs blown out, and the offense is in a bad spot right now with receiver room and quarterback room.
Yeah, it's a quarterback-driven league, and if you don't have one, you can see these bottom three teams we've talked about so far don't have one. So
big question mark.
Yeah, well, except for that guy.
Yeah, except for him. They definitely have him.
Yeah.
Starter.
And Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is still not back.
Yeah, that's not good because then you're starting Devin Bush.
Yeah, and JOK is like, he's kind of crazy on this defense.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 29, the Miami Dolphins. This is another team that just, like, they doesn't feel like they should be this low because still in probably a lot of people's heads, in my head, it's like, they're this high-flying offense. They got all these pieces, which they still do. They got Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Tua when he's healthy. And, like, that's the big thing with them right now is, like, health, and they looked really, really, really bad last year, especially when Tua wasn't in there, and another team that just couldn't put anything together. Their defense got worse. Their defense didn't show anything. I don't think they really added much to the defense or really to the team. So it's really just, is the offense going to put it together? As a defense, I don't have a whole lot of faith in that. And, I don't know. We'll just have to see. There's a lot of question marks there also.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I think that Mike McDaniel might be one of, if not the most overrated head coaches in the league.
Yeah.
Their defense actually isn't too bad because they do have
paper.
They have Jalen Phillips returning now. Zach Sealer's there. They draft Kenneth Grant, but then where the real problem occurs is in the secondary. Mm-hmm. They're starting Storm Duck and Jack Jones.
Well, they made some additions.
Yeah.
Jack Jones and Mike Hilton.
So it does get better, but
yeah.
And then their linebacker room isn't great either. Jordan Brooks, Tyrell Dodson, they're going to get the job done. But this offense needs to get rolling, and they haven't been able to do that. Watching their offense last year was so aggravating because I felt like I knew what play they're going every time. Mm-hmm. Every single time, they do like this pitch out to Devon Achane, out to the outside.
They put him in a terrible situation.
Gets blown up every
time. They can't
time.
block for it.
Yeah.
Then they run the exact same play to the other side and think it's going to be better. And it's not. Like,
it's not.
They only have 5 plays on their call sheet that Mike McDaniel's like, it's got to work this time.
That's right. They got James Daniels now.
Yeah.
Paid him a ton of money.
They did, yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I've got some coming up on our bold takes episode here in a week or two. I've got some bold takes about the Dolphins, but now's not the time for them because you look on paper at this team, and it's if everyone is healthy on the offense, pretty good offense.
Pretty good, yeah.
If everyone's healthy on the defense, still pretty bad defense.
Yeah, definitely still pretty
It's
bad,
like you come in and you're working with your car is just like it's covered in gold. It's like, wow, that thing really shines. It's like a gold-plated car, and you look and it's like that's a Chevy Cobalt.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna say it's a rattle can job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good from afar, far from good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, our number 28 ranked is the Carolina Panthers.
I am so excited for this team. This might be my most I am most excited to watch this team
This
because
guy's drinking the Bryce Young Kool-Aid.
I love watching
He's
Bryce
all
Young, dude. It's like watching like a middle school recess, right?
Sure.
And you just see that there's like a 12-year-old out there just slinging the
Killing it.
pill.
Yeah.
He's feeding all his receivers. He's actually getting his confidence under him. Except this 12-year-old is like trying to make it in the NFL now.
Yeah.
Or like he's playing at like high school recess.
Yes.
It's like there's a high school gym class and there's like a 12-year-old that gets promoted from like elementary recess.
Like super good when there's like no tackle, no tackles or anything like that, but add a defense and like a line
that he can't see over.
Yeah, he can't see over and he gets killed.
And it is right now in training camp. It is best shape of his life season. You're seeing
sure.
all the highlights. You don't really hear a whole lot about the low lights, but Ted McMillan looks like he might be the best wide receiver in the league.
The real question is, does Bryce Young still have a massive backpack that makes him look like a 10-year-old?
That's true, yeah.
We need to know.
Yeah.
If he does, there's no shot for him this year.
Yep.
He needs to lose the backpack.
That is a good point. So obviously they are ranked this low for a reason. There are still problems. There is still the question that Bryce Young may just go back to what he was that first year because he did take steps forward last year, and they did add wide receivers for him over this offseason.
Wide receiver.
Well, Jimmy Horn Jr. too, but he's not going to play. But
Well, he'll play after Adam Thielen gets hurt, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's due. Week 12. Maybe week 12, yeah. But I think this team could show some sparks, but we have to rank them this low because you look up and down this team on paper, and it's like a bunch of guys that there's some retreads in there like Patrick Jones II, Christian Roseboom, Trayvon Merrick should be fine, but they brought in some guys that have some name value, but that name value is kind of diminishing as they go to more and more teams because it's like, well, this is kind of a reason why they got rid of this guy, and then you guys are bringing him in. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is that I kind of believe that this team may provide a spark at some point once they get their shit together, but at the beginning of the season, it could look like shit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. High hopes, but still a lot of questions.
Yes.
Like a lot of these teams down here.
Dave Canales is just still trying to cook.
Let him cook.
And I do like the rookie class.
Yeah, they
For the most part.
did okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 27, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars. It's
Your team.
My team, unfortunately. This is another team that has a shit defense, and I think that's a common theme down here.
True.
They tried to address it this season with drafting Travis Hunter for parts of defense. They brought in Eric Murray, Jordan Lewis, but all in the big picture, their defense is the same as it was last year, which is why they're this low, because I do believe in the offense a little bit, with all caps a little bit there, because I think Liam Cohen can transform it as he has the past two places he's been. And they bring in guys like Travis Hunter. They redo this offensive line.
Yeah, that's big to me, I think. Bringing Bob Hainsey and Macari from Baltimore, I think that's a pretty quiet but great addition.
Depth pieces, too. Johnny Munt's underrated, and then De'Ami Brown is nobody. But I think that Trevor Lawrence can get transformed by Liam Cohen. And it's really all on his shoulders this season offensively, and if he fails, then he's out of here. But this defense, I don't think is going to be able to keep him in games either way, so this is about as high as we can bring him.
Yeah. Yep, very true. Our number 26 rank is the Vegas Raiders.
Now, continuing to talk about defense, this team was a team that was about to have a pretty good defense.
Yeah.
Bobby Spillane leaves.
Yeah.
They bring in all this shit. They bring in guys that I don't even know. Jermaine Pratt, Landon Roberts, Jeremy Chin, Eric Stokes. All pretty much retreads.
Yeah,
and then they draft Darian Porter. And basically this defense is relying on Max Crosby to develop pressure himself. Then the rest is just going to try to survive. But offensively is where it starts to get a little bit exciting now with Pete Carroll at the helm and Chip Kelly at his side. They got Geno Smith. They got Ashton Genty. Brock Bowers is looking good. They draft a whole bunch of receivers and linemen trying to get something out of them. And I think
shout out Tommy Malott.
Yeah.
Look at him. Wide receiver.
Slot receiver. And so, yeah, I think that this offense is going to start to turn into something. Pete Carroll can run an offense that is run first, and they can try to unlike teams with good defense, this team's offense, I think, is going to try to slow the game down to keep them in games. I think Pete Carroll knows how to do that. But once again, it's another team that's just you're limited by your talent no matter how good your coaching staff is. This defense is just a bunch of wash-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't look good, especially once they got rid of Christian Wilkins, too. That hurts. So
Yeah, that was a weird situation.
that was a very weird situation. Yeah, to say the least.
But I saw a lot of memes about it that were very funny.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But
Internet.
I feel like this team, just having Pete Carroll there, I feel like he kind of has a sense of he knows what he wants to do. He just needed more talent than what they had. So, like, you can't say that they got worse from last year because I think they did get better, but it's like they're going up, like, step by step. So, like, you brought in some mid guys this year. Maybe you bring in some pretty good guys next year, then some good guys next year. Because I think Jermaine Pratt and Landon Roberts are going to be fine linebackers. Are they going to be good? No. Are they going to be middle of the pack? Yeah, that's probably right about where they're going to be.
They'll make tackles.
Yes, they'll make tackles, yeah. They got a lot of young guys that they're trying to figure out at cornerback, and I like what they're doing because a lot of them are like these long, rangy playmakers. Like Darian Porter has a ton of potential, and I think that we saw what Pete Carroll did with long, rangy corners in Seattle, the Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
And I think that he wants to – I'm sure he does want to try to create something like that. So I like that it kind of has a direction that we're going now. Which is slowly up. It's not. We can't just climb up a cliff that you just fell off of.
Not everyone's Sean Payton.
No, we'll get to Sean Payton a lot later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like that they have a direction now, which is good for the Raiders.
Definitely. Number 25, we have the New York Jets.
Yeah, the Jetties.
The Jetties.
I don't know what to believe of this team. I was really kind of torn in my ranking because I had them up at 24, which I guess was highest. Which is, we got him at 25 right here. But this team, it's really a question mark of, is Justin Fields going to suddenly be a better passer? He was fine last year with the Steelers. He did take a step forward as far as his passing. He was controlled.
More consistent.
Yes, more consistent, which was a big step forward for Justin Fields because he's been out of control most of his career. Now, can we still see that again? We got Tanner Engstrand comes in. And he's going to be their offensive coordinator. Aaron Glenn, I know, came from the Lions system. He's a defensive guy, but he saw how Ben Johnson did it, running the ball first and then making things easier for Jared Goff. That's going to probably be the key in order to get Justin Fields to succeed because the receivers aren't very good. You can throw it to Garrett Wilson. He's probably always going to be open, but you can't exactly rely on Josh Reynolds and Allen Lazard to always be open.
True.
So it's going to be a lot of Justin Fields. Can he read the defense now, and can he be better than what he was? And then can Aaron Glenn come in and fix this defense that fell apart at the end of last year?
Defense with a lot of talent at that, young talent. But the good news for Justin Fields is this team, well, it could be good or bad news. I think it's good news as long as they lean into it. This team is not built to pass. They have one receiver, that's it. They have, Mason Taylor could be good, but they have 3 running backs that showed last year that they can be good enough. Definitely 2 running backs. And they have a rushing quarterback. So if they lean into this rushing style, kind of like the Steelers did when they played him last season, and he went 5-1 or whatever it was, he was doing great. He was killing it, in my opinion. I think that this team can be pretty dang good because it's another team that run the ball and defense. Old school football, it usually works or at least keeps games close. Just, I'm worried about the coaching staff is it. But I think the talent's all there. I think that should they be coached right, they could get close to 500, I think.
And I love this offensive line as well of Armand Membu, rookie. I think he was offensive tackle 1 in this class. Elijah Vera Tucker, right guard. Joe Tippmann, center. Left guard, John Simpson. And left tackle, Olu Fashanu. They have the potential to be a top 5 offensive line in the league, which is very good if they do want to run the ball, which is should help ease the nerves of Justin Fields because you don't have to think with your upper legs. You can just think with your lower legs. And his lower legs are better thinkers for sure.
They are. Yeah. Well said. At number 24, we have the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, I wanted to rank the Colts higher, but then at the same time, I remembered that this guy's trying to win a quarterback job against a guy who trips over his own feet after he runs 80 yards. And then I thought, and then they kept going down the list for me. But we've said it a million times already. That everything else is there. Tyler Warren, I've heard nothing but good things from him.
Of course.
Of course. It should be a simple throw, okay? A little crossing route over the middle. Just get him the ball. You have to throw it 5 yards accurately, which sounds like it's pretty hard.
Whatever, guy.
Yeah, everything. Yes, everything that I'm hearing out of Colts camp is that both Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones look bad, just bad. And
No.
Yeah, I know, right? That's pretty crazy. But we've seen that if this team doesn't have quarterback play, like the best they can get is 500.
Yeah, that's it.
That's like around where they finished for like the past 2 or 3 years.
Because their defense is stellar.
Yes, they're stuck there. So as we've said, it's just get anything from the quarterback position, and this team can skyrocket into like I'd say top 12.
Yeah.
Just get anything from the quarterback position.
Yep, anything at all. Because literally every single position on this defensive roster, like, is a dude, an absolute guy. And then the I don't mind their offense, but if they can get decent quarterback play, I think they're set up okay. But it's just that freaking quarterback position that they can't really get consistency out of. That's all I need is just some consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it'd be decent. All right, our number 23 consensus rank is Arizona Cardinals.
Much like how I feel about the Panthers with Dave Canales, I think that he is a good coach, and I really think that Jonathan Gannon is a good coach. I think he's very good at taking shit and making it into shit soup, or what did you say?
Take chicken shit, make it into chicken soup.
That's
take chicken soup out of chicken shit.
Yeah, and I think that Jonathan Gannon is very good at that. And obviously he's a defensive mastermind coming from the Eagles a few years ago.
Yep.
And he last year was able to make this defense a like middle of the pack unit whenever they had absolutely zero name value on there. And now you're bringing in guys like Calais Campbell, who's still doing it at like 40 years old. Yeah. Dalvin Tomlinson is a good nose tackle in the middle. Akeem Davis-Gaither is better than what they had last year. They drafted Cody Simon there in the middle as well. B.J. Ojolari, maybe he'll come back from injury, but he almost never does. But Josh Sweat, they did pay him big bucks to come in and be opposite Baron Browning. I think this team can be a lot better. Now, Walter Nolan is already hurt, but Darius Robinson comes back from last year, and he is unhurt now. And maybe those guys, I think, can create some pass rush from the middle because neither one of them – Darius Robinson came in as like a tweener, kind of edge defensive tackle guy. Now he comes in, maybe has a better idea of his role, and maybe this team can kind of do more with more. Like last year they did more with less, but now maybe they can do more with more because they brought in pieces on this defense that'll hopefully make them even better, and then maybe Marvin Harrison can actually get open this year for the offense.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah.
That would certainly be helpful. Yeah, I think they got – I think you said it really well. I don't have anything to add there.
Agreed. I just think that they're kind of limited by whatever Kyler Murray can do at this point.
Yeah, at this point.
His inconsistencies, really.
Yep.
And you better hope that the receiving options perform better than they did last year because it was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of Kyler Murray running around and then finding Trey McBride, and they didn't add any. They added one guy in the draft, and that was an offensive lineman on the offensive side. The rest of the offense they left alone.
Yeah. Which they were kind of in a rough spot. They kind of needed both. I don't hate that they won a lot of defense.
Me too.
They need it.
There you go.
Okay, the number 22nd ranked consensus rank that we have is the New York Giants.
Yeah, I have the Giants ranked up at 21, which kind of feels terrible, but man, I'm just in love with this defense. This defense,
oh my!
First of all, it's got to be the number one defensive line in the league.
Yeah,
and then it gets better from there. This secondary even has a little something with Deontay Banks, Paulson Adebo, Tyler Nubin, Javon Holland. The defense is going to be stellar, and we've talked about the D-line enough. It's going to keep the team in games by itself, and now they have Russell Wilson, who I think is going to be better than Daniel Jones.
All right.
And they have also a very underrated receiver room in Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, Wandale. The O-line is not great, though, and that's really where this team falls short. O-line and coaching staff, and I think that if they improve their O-line, they prove this year that the offense can do something. This is another team that could be top 12 if their quarterback and O-line can do anything, because there's so much talent on this team. It's all there on paper. Mm-hmm. The coaching staff needs to make chicken soup out of chicken soup.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
You're right.
Just make the chicken soup. It's
exactly, yeah.
not that hard.
Just follow the recipe.
Are there. Yeah.
So
read the book.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Giants are one of those teams that I want to try to make sure is on the TV screen every day, because they have a super exciting offense with all these young guys now and a super exciting defense. It's really all on Russ and the coaching staff. So.
Yep.
I just worry that about the ceiling of Russell Wilson, because now we're seeing later career Russell Wilson, and we're seeing at multiple different stops that he's not the elaborate playmaker that he used to be. So I worry that if Brian Dable, whenever push comes to shove, if it's like this team ends up 2-4 to start the season, I think that they could go to Jackson Dart quicker than they originally planned, because Brian Dable, I'm sure, sees it. He's the one who's helped build this team. He's like, we got so much talent. How are we 2-4? Now, they have an insanely hard schedule. It looks ridiculous. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is crazy. But I just wonder what the ceiling is and if they're going to be held back by Russ.
Yeah, that is a big question. Okay, moving to our 21st rank is the Dallas Cowboys. They got Dak coming back, so that's huge.
That is.
And they, unfortunately, Tyler Guyton got hurt, so that's a big negative for them. But they brought in guys like Tyler Booker and Ajani Cornelius from the draft, and so that's a huge help. And, of course, George Pickens. We remember that. So I think I always like that, having two stud wide receivers so they can kind of offset and help each other, basically draw coverage one way or another. I think they'll have more success that way. Which one is yet to be seen. I'd assume CD, but either way, I think it'll be helpful. Their defense is still, I don't know. I don't know really what to think about their defense.
Is what they are. They're
very
hurt.
Yeah. So that's
a lot of red names on here.
Yeah, it's not great, but and then all this stuff with Micah going on, requesting a trade. That's what keeps them all the way down here for me, because if everyone was good, they'd be, like, on paper, they'd be up there. They got a lot of weapons, Dak coming back, but between all this defensive question marks, we'll call it, to keep it simple, and then the still lack of running back room, that's why I couldn't get them any higher than where they are here. There's just a lot of questions, and it doesn't look promising right now for them to have any success.
Yeah, I agree. This team's kind of they're shaketh right now.
Shooketh.
They are shooketh in their boots.
They're gonna have to. They're at the point where they might need to rebuild here soon.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Jerry Jones is all in.
Micah Parsons may be the final straw.
Yeah, which maybe it would be a good idea to trade Micah Parsons and restart, but I think that he means too much to this organization, and he's too dynamic of a player to just give away like that. So
yeah, I'd say.
I don't know, a bad time to be a Cowboys fan, that's for sure.
Micah Parsons is going to reset the market. We all know that.
Yeah.
As they say, he's going to get over $40 million a year. And honestly, I think he deserves it. We see the splits, much like TJ Watt on the Steelers. Micah Parsons, whenever he's not out there for the Cowboys, his defense is bad.
Yeah,
not good. Bad. And we saw that Jerry Jones willingly pays guys, but it probably won't be till like the morning of week one.
Probably,
just like
yeah.
Dak Prescott got $60 million, and I don't think Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the league. None of us do.
Yeah.
Nobody does.
No,
he got best quarterback in the league money. CeeDee Lamb was up there with like now top 3 wide receiver in the league money. You could argue him as the best wide receiver in the league, but he's not.
He's not.
He's not. He's not. He's not Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, who seem like they are clearly above him. Now, Micah Parsons deserves, in my opinion, best defender in the league money, because I think you could make that argument that he is the best edge rusher in the league. You can't really make that argument for CD or Dak at their respective positions. So I think that Micah does deserve this money. I don't think there's any way they trade him. They would get some crazy return, like 3 first-round picks, but like Jerry said, it's not going to happen. They're going to find the money somewhere. They're going to have so much money tied up in 3 guys, and the rest of the team is going to be shit, and they're going to be stuck like that for a while, because that's the Cowboys.
Yep. That's them boys.
Yep.
Number 20, we got the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks, made some interesting decisions here. They must believe in Sam Darnold more than they do Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Get rid of DK Metcalf. They still have JSN there. And I think that Kenneth Walker is also going to have a comeback year. That's kind of a little
I like that
foreshadowing of my bold predictions episode with Clint Kubiak now at the helm. And this defense is another team that is young and talented. They have, some say, the next Legion of Boom. They have Devon Witherspoon, Leonard Williams.
There you go. Wow.
Struggled to get that one out. They got Julian Love in the secondary, Reek Woolen, Kobe Bryant, if you like Kobe Bryant.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. And they also address the offense, which is really, really important for them right now with Gray Zabel. So overall, I think that they're going to be about the same as last year.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to improve or deprove.
Yes, that's where I was going to go. I was going to say deprove.
Yes.
That's good.
Very good.
So yeah, it's just this is kind of one of those teams that I would label as overall mid because you don't see them as any kind of potential Super Bowl contender. But you're like, yeah, I mean they should be over 500 pretty handily. So.
Yeah, right around 20th ranked or so.
Yeah, not too exciting. Not like they suck. They just are there, really.
Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah, they're not scaring me at all.
No.
Carson, though, I have over training camp. I have heard a lot of AJ Barner hype. I think you
really?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of
Elijah Arroyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but AJ Barner is the one right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
They love that guy.
I know. Yeah.
They are in love with AJ Barner. I do. Why I think the Seahawks are even this high because the offense has a lot of question marks. How is it all going to fit together? Can Sam Darnold actually do it again? All that. The defense is figuring it out thanks to Mike McDonald and all these young pieces that Carson just talked about. So that's why they're even ranked this high. And this defense could honestly carry this team, and much like the Giants.
Yep.
Similar.
Very similar. Number 19, we have the New England Patriots. For me, this is all about the defense. We've already talked about it before, but basically they've added a whole bunch of pieces. That was like the first order of business for new head coach Mike Vrabel, and boy, did they do a number on that defense. It looks very, very, very good right now, and that's kind of the way the Patriots are, but Vrabel just is kind of re-upping that defensive side, and it looks good right now. I'm not too worried about it. On the offensive side, they brought in some guys to try to help it, so like I respect that, them trying to do it, so we'll see. Like they brought in a couple vets by the names of like Stephon Diggs to hopefully help out in that receiver room because we all know how bad that was last year, and they brought in Mac Hollins too for what's that worth. What that's worth.
Oh yeah,
he had some pretty decent success at times in Buffalo.
Everywhere, wherever he goes,
Yeah,
he always
just
like
find
has
success.
random games
Yeah.
where he goes off kind of.
Yeah, and they brought in like Morgan Moses from the Jets. He's an older vet, but hopefully he'll help like tie that offensive line together and get them all rowing in the same direction, and drafted Will Campbell. So I really don't hate what they did, and obviously they brought in Trayvon Henderson in the draft in the running back room, which should be a huge help to Ramondre. So if Drake May can put this all together and the defense can all mesh with all these new pieces, I think they got a chance to be, like, not prime Patriots, obviously, but they'll definitely be completely turned around, and we're going to see a different Patriots team. It's just, can they put it all together and all row in the same direction?
This is another team that I am super excited to watch.
Yeah,
I want to make sure it's on the TV every Sunday because Christian Gonzalez is finally healthy.
Yeah.
I used to be in love with Jabril Peppers when he was coming out of college. Kyle Duggar is exciting. They have pieces all over the defense like Cody talked about. But I want to more so talk about this offense because the O-line revamp, like Cody said, offensive weapon Will Campbell,
Nice.
Garrett Bradbury, Morgan Moses.
Yeah.
And as much as I slam on Drake May, he is exciting to watch, and he has sparks and athleticism and talent and all that. And he has he's another team with super underrated weapons, very similar to the Giants. Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson. Travion's going to be insane for this team, I think. He might play a James White role. I think he's going to get lots of use out of the backfield as a receiver and a rusher. And then this receiver room. Stephon Diggs, Demario Douglas, and I hear reports that Kyle Williams is going to be their other starting receiver, who we love.
Yeah.
I think he was a steal of the draft, and they're actually going to use him, which I love to hear. So I'm super excited to see what this team can make from all this excitement.
Completely agree with everything you just said. This team is very exciting. We've said that a lot. Just excitement. But I'll just touch on the depth really quick because I think Vrabel knows how to build an NFL team. Having done it on the Titans, that sorry franchise, he took them up to almost to the top.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
with Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, with Ryan Tannehill. I think that he can quite easily, compared to that Titans rebuild, do this with the Patriots. Mac Hollins is a very good journeyman receiver. Kendrick Bourne, another guy who's always just solid. Mm-hmm. Efton Chisholm, a guy who they brought in as an undrafted free agent, a white guy out of Eastern Washington, like Cooper Kupp. I keep seeing memes of just like him just absolutely shaking dudes out of their shoes, and it's by golly, they've done it again. The Patriots. Also, Josh Dobbs, more excitement in the quarterback room. Very exciting. Antonio Gibson is still there. Lan Larison, another backup running back, came out of UC Davis. He was just a guy who tore up FCS teams. And even on the defense, I love Braden Swinson was a steal in this draft. I believe.
Definitely.
And he's not even going to be a full-time starter, it looks like. He's going to work into that rotation. Josh Farmer's another guy they have there. I just think that this team is built very well now. So, there might not be a lot of names that you know right now, like the average person knows right now, but I think that they will be very soon.
Yep, I completely agree. Very exciting. So, let's move to number 18. We got the Chicago Bears here.
The Bears.
The Bears. We all know about Ben Johnson coming in, and that's huge, I think, for this Bears team and everything that he's already done, basically. He's going hard at that offensive line with Joe Thuney coming in, Drew Dahlman, Jonah Jackson, just like rebuilding that line for Caleb Williams, which should be huge. And then bringing in, I don't know, the offense is looking pretty good, which I guess no one's really surprised that Ben Johnson-led team, he's going to focus on the offense and get that turned around and get some more weapons in there and some more pieces to help out. With guys like our guy Kyle Monangai coming in, he's there. Colson Loveland, Luther Burden, just an absolute offensive weapon. Put him anywhere, and then they just add pieces, and that's kind of what the Bears need. And the Bears defense still looks decent, honestly. I mean, it doesn't look too terribly bad, so we'll see how that comes together. But just another team, not as crazy exciting as the Patriots roster looking at it, but kind of in the same vein. New head coach, revamping some positions, bringing in depth and extra pieces here and there to hopefully help out their quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm mostly excited for this team for two reasons. One being Ben Johnson, who I've glazed all offseason.
Yeah.
And two being this trio of rookies that they drafted in Luther Burden, Colston Loveland, and Kyle Monangai. I'm excited to see how they fit into this offense, and for those fantasy football people out there, I don't know what to do with this offense because they have so many weapons. I think Ben Johnson's probably going to spread the ball around. There's a fly.
Yeah. It's Rome.
And I don't think it is Rome.
I think it is Rome.
He is on my dynasty team, but I don't think he's going to be the guy.
Yeah.
But if it's anything like Detroit, they're going to slot receivers in Amon-Ra. So it's probably going to be Olamide Zaccheaus.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
All those big name receivers, and they throw it to Olamide Zaccheaus and Devin Duvernay.
Yeah. Which that's why Colson Loveland is getting a lot of hype now because Sam Laporta's rookie year, Colson Loveland rookie year. But what was I talking about?
Everything.
There's so many weapons on this team. I don't know who you go to and who you draft. So I'm probably just going to try to stay away myself. Unless you're drafting a guy like Caleb Williams who has access to all those weapons.
Yeah.
But not to get up on a pedestal here, but it seems like every team we talk about, we're like, man, this team has so much talent. There's so much potential here. This could be so exciting to watch. There's this and that. They could be top 10 if this and top 12 if that. And that's why the NFL is so great because, and this all stems from the salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
is this a preaching to the MLB right now?
it is. That's why I'm up on a pedestal.
Yep.
This probably isn't the time or place for it. But with the MLB being so popular right now with the salary cap with Bryce Harper and Manfred and whatever else, that's why there is this. Because the MLB, there isn't a salary cap. So if we were doing power rankings of the MLB, it'd be like the first 15 teams we talk about would be like, there's no talent here. They're in a bad spot. I mean, they have prospects. What's that good for? Because they're probably like a 20% hit rate.
Yep. Yeah,
the NFL is just so exciting because all this, you get to sign people because you have money to blow, and you get to draft people when your team sucks. And like the NBA, I don't really pay attention to the NBA that much, but they do a damn lottery draft style or whatever.
Yeah, it's
weird. It's like the Mavs got the first overall pick when they had like a 4% chance or something. They weren't even one of the worst teams. So it's like the worst teams in the league just get screwed over. Whereas here you actually get to use picks. But anyways, I'm gonna take a step back on my pedestal down. And just say this is another exciting team to watch.
Yes.
No, you're exactly right because it is. Bears have been one of the worst teams for a little bit, and then they were given all these opportunities. And now, honestly, if you wanted to argue right now power rankings because we don't know anything because we're going into a new season, if you wanted to rank them like top 10, I would be like, okay, yeah. I mean, I would say this team on paper is probably top 10. Like, this is probably one of the best teams on paper. Now, they're at 18 for us because, well, for one thing, the Bears are probably cursed.
Yeah, true.
I don't know if it's all going to work. Ben Johnson's never had a head coaching job. He's coming to a team, like I said, that just has been bad for years. Yes, there are a ton of pieces, a ton of names that looks like this team is going to be great. But sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does not work like that.
I could see the top 10 ranking, though, because they do have all those top 10 pieces and innocent until proven guilty.
Sure. Sure.
Which I'm going to talk about that with some later teams in the power rankings. It's like they're here because they have to be for now.
Yes.
Yeah. So it could go either way.
Yep.
Number 17, we got the Atlanta Falcons.
The Falcons have been another team that Kean and I have been glazing all offseason.
Yeah.
And once again, it's another team that could be top 10 if you want it to be because there is so much talent here. This O-line is probably top 5 in the league.
Yeah.
The weapons all showed last year that they meshed well together. They have a top 3 running back room in the NFL with Bijan and Tyler Algier. Kyle Pitts is supposed to be good. And then this defense, they finally addressed what they needed in a pass rush. They bring in Jalen Walker. They got Arnold Ebiketie. How do you pronounce it?
Ebiketie. Penn State grad.
Yep. Rukaroro, Clemson.
And get that one, but
yeah. Then they draft Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman. Oh, James Pierce is rushing the passer now too.
Look out.
Jesse Bates. And this team is overflowing with talent, like I say with everybody, but it's all on Michael Penix Jr. to put it all together because Kirk was bad last year and they still almost made the playoffs. So if Michael Penix can deliver to these weapons, I think that they are going to make the playoffs for sure, and they could even make a push. So I sound like a broken record, but the talent's all there. You just got to put it together.
Don't have to talk me into the Falcons. I've been drinking the Kool-Aid ever since last year, and I was a year early, I think, because this is their year.
Okay, yeah,
this is their year. Yeah. Carson's right on with the offense. It does all fall on Michael Penix Jr. That offensive line really is one of the best in the league, and that is very important for a young quarterback trying to blossom. And then they're trying on the defense to overfloweth their team with talent. And again, it's just, is it all going to work together? Because I've heard a lot of good things about James Pierce Jr. I've also heard that he's starting some training camp fights, which that may be good or a bad thing. I like it. I love that. Yeah. Especially from an edge rusher, I love that.
Yeah.
Get in the face of your offensive line. I think that this team is going to be good. And I know Falcons have been another cursed team ever since the 28-3 team, but this is making me tingle inside in a good way.
Ooh, that's always good. Moving to number 16, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. This is a team that you have to love.
Yeah.
And
they got Baker at the helm.
They got Baker. This receiver room is
still good.
Insane.
Yeah.
They have Mike Evans. Chris Godwin is coming back from injury sometime. Eventually. They draft Emeka Ibuka. They still got Trey Palmer, Jalen McMillan, Sterling Shepard, Tez Johnson.
Yeah, got to meet that guy. Good guy. Very great. Small guy. Very small guy.
I was thinking you should have tried to interview him.
I should have, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need like one of those tiny little mics that people hook up to their phone.
Shove it right in his face. They love that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And this line is good enough, too. They got Bucky Irving, Rashad White.
Yeah.
On to the bad news now. They did
bad news
next to nothing with this defense. They brought in Hassan Reddick, drafted Benjamin Morrison and Jacob Parrish, who my reporter out of Tampa Bay, Keenan Crop, says that Jacob Parrish is starting in the nickel.
He was, yeah. He was getting first-team reps, first day of training camp. Now, I know they change things up from day to day, but I was on the front lines there.
Yes.
Well, on the ground in Tampa Bay.
On the ground. Yeah.
Happened to be vacationing down there. It was awesome. A little aside, I got this hat here. I got it signed by Ben Bredesen. Awesome guy, very good guy. Vita Vea came over too. Desmond Watson, the 450-pound mammoth.
Boy. We like our heavies here.
Yeah. And then the 150-pound mammoth, Tez Johnson, signed the Bucky Irving jersey up there. So got to meet a lot of cool guys, watch the things. But yes, Jacob Parrish, that first day of training camp, whenever I was there, he was the starting nickel corner in the 11-on-11s they were running.
We like that.
Now, no pads, obviously,
Sure. Yeah.
or running against each other in underwear, basically.
That's bad for him because he's a dog with pads on.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
an undersized dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to the bad news. This defense is not much improved from last season, and that was really the games they lost was usually not because of the offense.
Yeah.
The defense usually lets them down. Baker will put up 30, 40, 50 points if he has to, but the defense is going to hinder this team, and that's why this is about as high as they can be ranked right now. Because past this point, you start to get into the actual elite defenses, not the potential elite defenses, with a couple exceptions in here that we're going to talk about. But
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's going to be an exciting race between the Buccaneers and the Falcons for that NFC South win. Because you know the Saints and the Panthers probably aren't going to be in that race. But
Right.
just like last year. Last year it was an exciting race, but it was just kind of like you're watching rocks roll down a hill.
You're watching Turtles race.
Yeah.
it was more so who was going to lose the chance to win the division than who was going to go win the division.
Yes.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's move to our number 15 ranked power ranking here, the San Francisco 49ers.
Ew.
I think this team, it's all there, right?
Well, yeah.
That's
Now,
the theme of today.
Is it all healthy?
Is
it?
it?
Yeah.
Oh, they did lose a lot. They lost Debo, and that is a lot. As far as like weight goes, that's a lot of weight that they lost.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Allegedly he did too, but
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, who's keeping track of this? Because really nobody, I'm not looking at Debo pictures from last year and comparing them to this. Now, there are probably people out there to do that.
Definitely.
But anyways,
Yeah, definitely.
there's a lot of noise around the 49ers right now. Jawan Jennings wants to be traded or he wants a new contract. Brandon Ayuk, who knows when he's going to be back because he got hurt again. Got his money and then got hurt.
Yeah.
Ricky Pearsall hasn't been shot this offseason, so that is a step in the right
That's good.
direction. Yeah,
That's good.
It's really good. Yeah.
That's a big win there.
But basically, we're returning the same team that we've returned for the past basically 2 seasons. Now, that could be a good or a bad thing.
bad.
But last year, yeah. The way last year went, I can see why you would think it would be bad.
Yeah.
But the main return that I am concerned with is Robert Saleh coming back to this defense. Because whenever he left the Jets, that Jets defense was good. It was good for the entire time that he was there. Mm-hmm. Whenever he left the 49ers, that 49ers defense was good. It was good for the entire time that he was there. He comes back, and we still have huge names on here. Nick Bosa, one of the best edge rushers in the league. Fred Warner is the best linebacker in the league, maybe the best defender in the league right now in general. Outside of those guys, it is a lot of guys that young guys you're hoping that can come in and just be contributors. CJ West, Alfred Collins in the middle, Michael Williams, maybe he can learn to rush the passer under Robert Saleh, learning from Nick Bosa as well. Mm-hmm. Nick Martin is a guy that never should have been drafted that high, but you just you're taking stabs at guys to replace Talanoa Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw. So you're kind of just hoping that Robert Saleh can come in and make this team better because the offense, I'm honestly really not too worried about the offense. Mm. Brock Purdy, I think, took a step forward last year as far as he had to take more onto his plate. I know that it didn't look very good, but I think that was a good step in his development, the fact that he had to do more last year. So that should have taught him some things. Christian McCaffrey said that he's back to doing his old workouts that he did whenever he was in the best shape of his life.
Best shape of life.
I mean, he's so due for a healthy season. We said last year. Carson said last year he's so due for an injury. He had that injury. Yeah. Injuries past him. He's so due for a healthy season now. This is what he does.
You're right.
This is what he does.
You're right.
So I think this offense is going to be fine. It's just that I trust Robert Saleh more than you guys do to fix the defense. And I think that we're talking about a top 12 team here that is getting disrespected in our power rankings.
I have so many concerns with this team that I have them ranked all the way down at 20.
Yeah, you do.
And, yeah, number one, this defense is missing pieces now. They have pieces, but they're missing them. I do believe in Robert Saleh, and I think that he will make this defense better. But, man, I am scared to death of this offense. Christian McCaffrey's back, but they said they're going to have him on a pretty conservative pitch count. Brock Purdy is here. We'll see. That's to be determined. George Kittle's continues to get older. Trent Williams is back, but he's another. Yeah, Trent Williams is back. He's also got another year older somehow.
Oh yeah.
Oh dang.
But my real concern stems from how badly this wide receiver room is in shambles. Juwan Jennings isn't even practicing. He wants a contract. Brian Ayuk can't touch on him. You're really relying on Ricky Pearsall and Co. And I don't think that that's going to get the job done.
Who'd you say?
Ricky Pearsall and Co.
And Company.
Oh, okay. I think, yeah, okay.
Like you thought I was talking about Co Wetzel or something?
Nah, yeah, I was confused. I was trying to make that connection in my head, and I
Okay.
couldn't find it.
No.
Russell Gage is on this team.
Okay,
we
see,
go.
that's Co.
Isaiah Hodgins.
They're
Now
Co.
we're talking. Yeah.
Andy Isabella. Does that make you
You
excited?
convinced me.
Gosh, yes.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Robinson?
We're
Yeah.
so back.
Oh, DeMarcus Robinson. Okay.
Yeah.
Marquez Callaway?
Is he here?
Yeah, he is.
There he is. Wow, damn. They got a lot. Man, this is like king of the retreads. Do you remember the Titans running back room from last year where it's just like trash heaped up?
Titans.
Wasn't it Titans running back room?
No.
No, that was Tony Pollard.
Tajay Spears.
Tajay
It was
Spears. Cowboys.
Panthers.
Yes.
Oh,
It was the
Panthers,
Panthers.
Yeah. Say Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard, the guy from the
Jonathan
Texans.
Brooks.
Yeah, Jonathan Brooks. Who still hasn't played.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Sorry. Anyways, your concerns with the 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have similar concerns, I guess, but I don't. I do love Robert Saleh coming back, and I guess I have faith that Shanahan's just gonna figure it out on the offensive side and kind of get around that little hiccup, and defense is possibly figuring out the Shanahan style offense. We'll see. But yeah, I think there are concerns, but I trust Brock Purdy will find a way.
Basically, moral of the story, what I want to hit on last is that in the world of betting, right, we talk about how due you are, right? You haven't hit a bet in a while. This team is so due.
Okay.
As far as and that's good analysis right there.
It is, yeah, you're right.
We're basing this team's ranking on how due they are.
Yes,
Christian McCaffrey and the whole team.
so due. Yeah.
If that were the case, I would put the Panthers like number 1 in the league. How
That's
due
true.
they're so
The Panthers
due.
are due. Actually, they had Cam Newton. That was pretty recent.
Oh, that's true.
There's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
more due teams out there.
The Bears are probably up there.
Browns
Bears.
are pretty due.
Okay, Browns, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bears at least had, like, the Jay Cutler era.
Yeah.
The
Browns are still living off the Jim Brown era.
They are, yeah.
You had 1 year where Baker Mayfield
Yeah.
won one playoff game.
Yeah, you're right. True.
The Browns are definitely the dewest.
They are due. Yeah.
They're so due.
So due. All right, number 14, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cardinals might be pretty due as well.
Cardinals,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because
Cardinals are
they
very
never
due.
have.
Yeah.
Their shining moment was Sam Bradford.
They made it to the Super Bowl in 2007. I don't know. They
Eight.
lost to the Lurs.
And
Oh,
eight,
yeah,
that was
Larry
08.
Fitzgerald. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Carson Palmer. Nope, Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner.
Carson Palmer was there though.
That's true.
Palmer was
yeah.
there.
That was your like Madden darling. You
It was.
just good name.
He has the same name as me, just
Yeah.
spelled a little weird.
Yeah,
spelled
wrong
wrong, but
spelling, yeah.
Anyways, the Bungholes.
The Bungholes, yeah, number 14.
I'm carrying the Bungholes up to 14. I have them
Yeah, you
ranked
are.
all the way up at 8.
Yeah.
Kian has them all the way down at 19.
Yep.
Then Cody's
15.
a little better at 15. So the main reason I have them here, I talked about defensive exceptions. The Bungholes are that defensive exception. I have them ranked all the way up at 8 because similar to a team we're talking about later, well, contrary to a team we're talking about later, actually,
Nice.
this offense is so stellar that it will keep the team in games.
True.
Joe Burrow, Chase Brown, and the rest you already know, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, so on and so forth. This offense is incredible. It can slice up any defense, and they'll probably average like 30 points again or something this year.
Yeah, especially now that they have Noah Fant.
Yeah, and
Oh,
this
thank goodness.
this defense, they did lose their mid linebackers, but that's okay because we draft Demetrius Knight. Logan Wilson's still there. Draft Barrett Carter, bring in Oren Brooks. There's a couple exciting linebackers there. Logan Wilson can hold it down. I think Demetrius Knight can be run like a
Dre Greenlaw. He plays angry.
Yeah, I was
an
going to
angry
use a vulgar word, but I don't think that's appropriate for the YouTube. He was going to run like a certain kind of ape. One that's like...
Oh, that's... Yeah.
Yeah. One that's been...
like an aped ape.
An aped ape, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw an R in there.
Yeah. Wherever you want.
Yeah,
Just guess.
wherever you want. Yeah, you can throw the R on the first or second one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, yeah, then they bring in TJ Slayton for whatever that's worth in the middle. But
No.
overall, this defense is not good enough to stay in games.
Correct.
With corners Dax Hill, Cam Taylor-Britt, Josh Newton, Geno Stone, and Jordan Battle are absolutely terrible as safeties, and we all offseason we mock them to free agent signings and drafting safeties. They did nothing.
And what they do? Yep, nothing.
They drafted Shamar Stewart, who didn't even practice, but now he is.
Okay,
So
good.
they have 2 solid edge rushers and an exciting linebacker. That's enough for me to say, okay, this offense can do it.
I'm in.
Super Bowl. I mean, we saw Joe Burrow do it not too long ago, and I think that with no defense, the Chiefs just got him at the end there. I think. Oh, they have Noah Fant too.
That's what I said. They have no fans.
Can we? Yeah, here's a little aside. Can we stop bringing in mid tight ends to the Bengals? Like we got Mike Gesicki, we got
just
Drew Sample.
quit bringing in mid tight ends to the AFC North?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like our specialty.
AFC loves tight ends. AFC North loves tight ends.
Every single one of them. We just
Yeah.
want them all.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do love, real quick, I do love the feistiness of this defense. Because I like that they're now all getting angry. Now they are getting angry at the front office.
Yeah, well.
But that is anger that maybe they can channel onto the
Sure.
field. Like Shamar Stewart just got over this whole debacle with his contract. He's now on the field. Trey Hendrickson is apparently back on the field, but no new contract yet. But I think they're working on it. Logan Wilson is he's the king of the hip drop tackle.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah.
He kills people.
Yeah. They seem to direct their anger in the right place.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they're all angry for like
Mike
different
Brown,
reasons.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, some is like the front office, some is the league in general. Geno Stone probably hates that they're still making him be a starter and embarrass himself.
Comes from Newcastle. That's like an angry place.
Yeah.
It is
So-
an angry place.
Yeah.
Cam Taylor-Britt is like, he's got some feisty games in there
He
where like
does.
sometimes he shuts down a wide receiver, and then the next game he gets beat by a completely worse wide receiver
Yeah.
than the one he just shut down.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's I can see the number 8 ranking, but it's pretty rich right now. We're looking at
bit.
the depth chart.
Orrin Brooks is pissed that he's had to leave the Eagles after winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
This team is just full of rage.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, number 13, the Los Angeles Chargers.
I can't believe I'm the highest on the Chargers. I've done a full like
Yeah.
180. I didn't want to believe last year. I think Jim Harbaugh's kind of a bozo. You see the video of him like
come
peeking through the
on.
curtains watching?
I did not.
He's like, there's memes of him like,
Here's
I
a
don't.
question. Can
Yes.
you coach football?
Yeah. He can. Yeah, he
Do
can
whatever
coach
you want,
football,
pal.
Yeah, he's
But if
living-
he's losing,
yes,
that's not going to be
yeah,
good.
it's not going to be a
Yeah.
good look. But this guy doesn't lose,
No, he doesn't.
and
Love Jim Harbaugh.
yeah, Jim Harbaugh is very good, and I love that they addressed the main thing that I was worried about is wide receivers. Now, Trey Harris and Keandre Lambert-Smith aren't the biggest names that could have been brought in, but they did bring in Omarion Hampton, RB1 in this class, so the offense is looking a lot better than last year. Whenever it was just Ladd McConkey and Justin Herbert, I think that they have more talent at the running back position. I think they have more talent at the wide receiver position. And they made it work just fine last year with less talent at those positions. And the defense is looking very similar to last year, which is fine because they did just fine last year. So I think that this team is going to – Jim Harbaugh knows how to win. These Harbaugh brothers just know how to win in general. So I'm going to trust in that. And they should probably honestly be ranked higher because this is probably going to be a playoff team. And
It's a good chance.
everything's just kind of working together. Everybody's bought in to the craziness.
I'm scared of this defense because they are the same as last year, but they lost their pass rush and Joey Bosa and Poona Ford, and we see what happens to defenses when they don't have a pass rush. They can just get sliced up. Denzel Perriman has a nagging foot injury now, I guess, too.
Didn't he just get arrested?
Did he?
Oh, I think so.
I don't know. I
It
thought
is
he-
that season.
maybe he's foot injured and arrested.
Maybe he's got an ankle monitor.
Maybe they like
now.
kicked him in the. Oh yeah,
That's probably it.
that could be.
Yeah.
Shackles. That's why his foot hurts.
Okay.
He was arrested on a weapons charge.
Oh,
Makes
well,
sense.
can't do that.
Nice. He had like it was something crazy like 6 AK-47 or something.
On him.
Yeah, it was like in his car.
Nice.
Can't do that in LA.
So he probably hates this defense too.
Yeah, angry.
Yeah.
More anger.
Because their starting corners are Cam Hart and Dante Jackson, which we all know how that goes.
They did lose their CB1 and Asante Samuel Jr., so that could be.
Yeah, that's pretty
Lost
bad.
their CB1, Edge 1, and Edge 2.
That's kind of what dropped them for me.
Me too.
Hey, but I mean, did you guys watch any of the Hall of Fame game? Nico Reed, rookie, he putting on a clinic. Absolutely putting on a clinic.
Yeah.
Well, there is Derwin James there, and that's about the end of my excitement list. I'm really scared of the defense, and that's why I have them incredibly low.
Yeah, that's what dropped them for me as well.
I say incredibly low, but I only have them at like 15.
Yeah.
I just mean incredibly low for what they are going to probably do.
Yes. Yeah.
Agreed.
I get it.
Number 12, the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, they're neighbors. I think that this is the better neighbor here because they have a bunch more. Like you said, the defense of the Chargers lost quite a few pieces. Well, I think that as far as household names, the Rams got him.
Yeah, definitely.
Can Matthew Stafford, he's not back on the field yet. That is concerning.
Definitely.
He's not practicing yet.
You know what else is concerning?
What?
The Rams are less due than the Chargers.
Oh, damn. The Chargers is definitely one of the most due teams in the league. They've been charging for many years.
Yeah.
Jaguars are probably up there, too, because they've been jagging.
Yeah, I mean, when they had Blake Bortles, what they have, 10 wins?
Oh, yeah, they made the AFC Championship
yeah, they
game.
did.
Oh, yeah.
They did.
Those awesome helmets. Bring back those helmets that were like half gold, half black. Those were sweet.
Those were sick.
Anyways, the Rams. The offense is looking very. As long as Matthew Stafford is throwing the ball, this offense is going to be just fine. They kept the offensive line intact. As long as Alaric Jackson can come back nice and healthy, and Puka Nacua can actually stay healthy, which we have yet to see. But this offense is going to be good. I love that Tutu Atwell is going to be a full-time starter now. That guy provides a spark, and he gets open.
Is a spark.
You just can't always see him because he's so small.
How's he bigger than Tez?
I
Doesn't
think
make sense.
weight-wise, he is.
I thought Tez was the smallest in the league.
Lightest.
Oh,
Lightest.
Okay.
Actually, in NFL
127 pounds.
Tutu Atwell's, he's, I guess, heavier than Tez. At least, like, they go off combine weight because that's like teams can lie once they're on their team.
Yeah.
Tutu weighed and heighted in at.
Loading.
Wi-Fi's bad here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, loading.
This Wi-Fi's due.
Anyways,
so due.
we know what the offense is. The Rams' offense is seemingly always good because Sean McVay is one of the best coaches in the league. Go ahead.
5'9", 155.
Who?
Tutu.
Yeah, well, Tez was 154.
Really?
Yeah.
5'8" also?
No, 5'10". It's just
Tez
lightest.
is 5'10"?
Yes. That's
Were you wearing high heels in that picture?
Like I was up on, I was on like a sidewalk, and he was on turf. So like he sinks down.
No way this dude is.
I weigh more than him.
Yeah, he's so heavy he sinks down into that turf.
Yeah. I'm so heavy I almost sank into the concrete to get on his level.
Yeah, you look like it.
Des Watson probably would have sank into that concrete if he would. Luckily he was on turf.
Definitely.
Tez Johnson, 5'10", 154.
Yeah, 1 pound.
Tutu has 8 7/8 hands. Tez has 9.
Nice.
Tez's arms are 29 3/8. Tutu's are 29 1/4. So Tez is longer everywhere.
Nice. That's good. Well, we hope probably everywhere.
But a pound lighter.
Based on the way he played.
Yeah.
Prospect grade. Tez was a 6.00. Tutu 5.97.
Oh,
These guys are like the same
man.
guy.
Tez is getting disrespected though, because Tutu got drafted round 2, pick 25.
That's insane.
Tez round 7, pick 19.
That's insane.
See, because Sean McVay, he knows that these small guys can cook, and the rest of the NFL is going to learn that Tez can cook. But anyways, the Rams' offense is good, as we know, because they have Tutu/Tez. They don't have Tez, but it's the same guy.
Yeah.
But the defense is what gets me so excited. We saw flashes last year that this defense could be, and once again, one of the best in the league because of the defensive line. They're up there with the Giants, I would say, contention for best defensive lines in the league. As far as how they finished last year, Braden Fisk was doing his thing. Poona Ford they brought in as a run-stopping. This guy's built like a meatball.
Long trip for him all the way from L.A.
Yeah.
Road trip.
Low moving costs. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Kobe Turner, he played very well beside Aaron Donald, and then last year was his first year without Aaron Donald, and he did just fine. He was great. Byron Young was wreaking havoc, and Jared Verse is that guy. He's that guy. So this team, I mean, they're lacking at linebacker.
Yeah. Don't you disrespect my guy like that.
Okay, yeah, Chris Paul Jr. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They better make him a starter.
Yeah.
Is all I'm gonna say. They better make him a starter.
He's the next coming of JOK.
Okay, there you go. There you heard it here first.
Josiah Stewart's underrated too on the edge.
Yeah, yes, Josiah Stewart. Yeah,
this fly is so due to die.
This fly is due.
Pass rushing specialist Josiah Stewart out of Michigan is also looking very good. And then this defense, or the secondary.
Yeah.
Secondary of Okello Witherspoon, Darius Williams, Quentin Lake, a bunch of kind of old guys who are still kind of trying to play well. I think they also bring in. No, never mind. But Cam Curl, Cam Kinchins, the Cams. I think that's a very good safety duo. So I think this team, we're not just going to be talking about the offense this year. I think that the defense is now going to be figuring this out, and which is why I have them ranked inside my top 10. I had them at at 8. I had them at 8. So that's my Rich. Much like Carson's high on the Bengals, I'm high on the Rams because Jared Verse.
I had the Rams at 17.
Yeah.
Boom.
Because actually one of the reasons Keane said, but just on the contrary, he said, as long as Matt Stafford is there, then this team is great. And I have them ranked so low because I do not like that they are so reliant on Matt Stafford. And it seems like every year they fall apart one way or another. I'm also not a big Matt Stafford believer when he's healthy. I think that he's starting to get too one-dimensional. He's just force-feeding a couple receivers, and he's becoming very predictable. I think Kyren Williams is he's on the downhill slide.
How dare you?
He did not do well last year, and I think Jarquez Hunter may be coming for his job this year.
Ain't no way.
But, yeah, this defense is good. I just don't think that they have the offense to put them through into contention.
Can I interest you in a Jimmy Garoppolo?
Jimmy G.
Maybe
He's so handsome.
How about the third-string quarterback instead?
Yeah, a sober Stetson Bennett.
I'd take him drunk, though.
Seriously, why? He got to the NFL and he played terribly. And like the preseason, it's probably because he's sober.
Probably. Same thing with Johnny Manziel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let these guys party.
Yeah.
Seriously. Joe Flacco plays better whenever he's 30 beers deep.
Yes, you're right.
He has no care in the world. He just slings it.
Yeah, he slings that pill.
Yeah, whenever he goes hiking, he wears a camel pack full of beer.
Yes. Lawrence Taylor said back in the day, he said he would do cocaine and Viagra before a game.
Oh my God.
I think it was Lawrence Taylor. Somebody did that.
How are they not dead?
And Lawrence Taylor's one of the best players of all time.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco, I would say he's getting up there.
Yeah.
As far as
he's probably a lock for the Hall of Fame.
probably
Super Bowl winner, yeah.
Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Comeback player of the year, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
I'm just let these guys drink.
Yeah.
Let them party. The NFL, it's a dangerous game. They need to let loose a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how the hospitals in Texas, if you're like an alcoholic, they just give you beer in the hospital. Because they're like, or it's either Texas or Florida. Maybe both. Could be
Probably
both.
both. Definitely
But
both.
either way, when you're in the hospital, they like, you need beer, they just give you beer. It's like, it's not their problem to deal with. If you're an alcoholic, you need to go to a rehab facility, not a hospital. Whereas here they can't give you beer in the hospital, so you just have to like struggle and tweak when you're an alcoholic and pretty much cause more problems for like everybody in the hospital, rather than just leaning into it. Like the NFL just needs to lean into it.
They got bars at these
Alcoholics are most fun whenever they're drunk. They're all cranky and stuff.
I know, right?
They're all upset.
Yeah. We don't need more anger in the league.
Exactly. Now you think at a hospital, is it like a full blown bar? Like, can you like order like?
No.
It's a tiki bar, right?
Like
in the
what?
middle.
No, they just have like beer cans like in the fridge.
Yeah, but like what kind? What?
They got mini fridge in each room.
I think it's important for the alcoholics to know, if we have any watching. Like, do we know what alcohols are carried at what hospitals? Because like if like this hospital has
Modelo's
Coors.
in Texas.
Yeah.
I don't
for
want
sure.
to get admitted there. They don't have any Anheuser or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. If this hospital only has Coors, I don't know if I want to go there. Let's go to the one that has Miller.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do not condone alcoholism. But
Unless you're an NFL player and you're trying to stay loose.
Yeah, but you got to stay loose.
Yeah.
You don't want to be caught tight. That's how injuries happen.
I think Joe's had such a long and healthy career. He takes shots. He's had a bad O-line.
Yeah, and then he literally takes shots.
It's like a car wreck. You'll only survive when you're drunk.
who's that guy that who's that guy that it's Ovi. Alexander Ovechkin in the league. He said, no, he has in his water bottle, well, he used to be pretty bad, but in his water bottle, he has like Coke or like Diet Coke, like legit. This is completely true. So Joe Flacco, in his water bottle, it's probably straight beer.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And that's when he's playing really good. So he didn't have that in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
They told him no.
Yeah.
Right.
Shane Steichen's too uptight.
And that's the issue.
That's what's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland is like they live on beer because there's so much sorrow
Cleveland,
there.
yeah, exactly. I was going to say Cleveland
Alcoholism.
stinks, so it's like
Yeah.
They're all for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They drink away their sorrows.
Yeah.
there's fun in the bottom of the bottle in Cleveland. That's it.
And they have lots of sorrows. They're so
Drink
due.
them away.
They're so due.
They are so due.
Yeah, I know.
All right, number 11.
So can we get one more time? Can we get Stetson Bennett a beer?
Please.
I'm just kidding. Congrats, Stetson,
Yes.
on your soberness.
Is he?
I don't know. He went to rehab. I think.
I hope so.
I don't think
for
they
his
let
health.
you out unless you're sober.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
Never been.
Never been.
Hope you're doing good, Stetson. We want to see you sling that pill,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but also party.
Have a good time, though.
Have a good time, buddy. At number 11, we got the Houston Texans. Let's get back on track here. This team didn't look great last year, but I love what they're doing. I'm, of course, a huge C.J. Stroud fan and believer, and I just really like what they're doing. In this offseason, they are trying to help out this offensive line that obviously clearly struggled. We've talked about that forever. C.J. Stroud getting pressured all the time, so
He got hammered, not in a good way. Not like Stetson Bennett.
not in a good time. So they brought in Cam Robinson from Indianapolis and Laken Tomlinson to help shore up that offensive line. Drafted Arianta Ursary, and brought in some other depth pieces. So hopefully they can get more guys. Just get more of an actual offensive line, an actual NFL level offensive line in front of C.J. Stroud. That'd be pretty great. They brought in they drafted Jaden Higgins, brought in Christian Kirk. And drafted Jalen Knowles, so they got pretty good weapons working here because obviously Tank Dell's hurt, and that's very unfortunate.
His leg is detached.
Yeah, at this point, basically. So they got pretty good weapons in that receiver room. Honestly, the running back room still looks a little sketch, but Joe Mixon,
He's hurt.
yeah, he's hurt. They brought in Nick Chubb, but is Nick Chubb good?
We're gonna find
Simply
out.
Good? We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find
will.
out. It's gonna be him, Woody Marks, and Dare Gumbawale to start the season.
Yeah,
So,
so
we're gonna find out.
That's a point of concern there. I'm never too concerned about the defense on the Texans just because it's a what's coach's name?
D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryans led defense. Thank you. So I don't have. It's still good.
Yes.
The defense is still good. They added some depth pieces.
Oh, they have so much depth.
They are going to be a top defense in this league, no question about it. So I like this team a lot. I like what they're doing, and I'm very, very excited to watch them this year.
I think the second string defense may be better than the Jags' first string defense.
Yeah, it is.
And I say that in all seriousness.
Confirmed. Yeah, confirmed it is.
Yeah, this team has so much depth defensively.
Yeah.
And, once again, another team, they just need to put it together because they've revamped everything, and they're ready to go.
Yeah, I love it. I am this close. It probably takes just one regular season catch from Jaden Higgins for me to get jersey from him. So
Yes. Oh, you're going to get that
Jaden Higgins,
early.
my guy. Wide receiver 3 in this class, baby.
Dang.
Love it. All right, let's move into our top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10. We're going to start off with the Green Bay Packers here. Green Bay, they've just been – they haven't had success late in the season, but they've been very successful basically through the whole season, whether we like it or not. And then they bring in finally a first-round wide receiver in Matthew Golden. I think that's huge, and he's going to be great there. They brought in offensive weapon, which we love, Savion Williams. I
love him.
I hope that LaFleur can figure out how to use that guy because he's
Please.
just an absolute unit of a human being. And then they really keep basically everything else intact, and I don't think that's a bad thing for this team. They really their defense is formidable. Their offense they had a lot of success with, and maybe some questions in the receiver room, but they add those guys we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the way this team's set up. I think they're set up really, really well going into the season.
The big thing here is, can Jordan Love protect the ball?
Yeah.
Last season, 27 interceptions. That's
What?
not... Yeah.
27 interceptions?
I think so,
I
yeah.
can't. No way.
No
Jordan,
way.
Jordan, 27 interceptions?
Oh, no, 27 in the last 3 seasons.
I see. Okay.
But he
yes.
had a lot last year.
In the playoffs. 27... Wait. Including 5 interceptions in 3 playoff games.
Oh, yeah.
27 in the last 3 years.
Yes, okay.
Altogether.
Yeah, not much success late.
Yeah, needs to protect the ball. But I think Matthew Golden's going to help with that because he actually is a route runner separator. We've talked about it so much. But I'm more so concerned about this defense because they've done nothing except trade Jair for Nate Hobbs. Not actually, but that's the additions and subtractions they've made. But somehow this defense last year was like good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give credit to Jeff Halfley.
Yep.
Because he came in and he actually got something out of all these first-round picks that they have. So there's no reason for me to really hate on the defense because if it worked last year, then I don't see any reason it wouldn't this year.
Yeah, but they got worse on the defensive side. I don't think you can reasonably put this Packers team ranked any higher than this because of the defense. Because you just lost your best defensive player. I mean, you could argue Rashawn Gary. But Jair Alexander, at least in the secondary, is the best corner that they had. I know Xavier McKinney had a very good year last year.
He carried the defense, I think.
He carried it. Yeah, he had 8 interceptions.
Yeah.
And interceptions are not really predictable, so a lot of it's just right time, right place. We'll see if he can do it again. But this team, it really does all ride on the defense because I really do trust that offense is going to be fine. They have so much depth in their weaponry rooms.
Good.
The rooms are just full of guns.
Yes.
Guns everywhere.
Kind of like Denzel Perriman's car.
Yes. Yes, he was driving a Packers car.
Yeah, Packers offense.
Yeah.
But the defense really is. Can Jeff Halfley make this magic again? I mean, we saw him 1 year in the NFL.
Yeah.
So based on that little sample size, yes, he can. So that's why they're top 10.
That's what limited me as well, is just the defense.
Yeah, sure.
You can only take them so far.
Makes a lot of sense. Number 9, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm
probably going to get hate for this one.
I have the Steelers all the way up at 7, and that's if I was not a Steelers fan.
I have them at 8.
That's not even because I'm a Steelers fan. That is simply because the reason, contrary to the Bengals, this defense will always keep the team in games, and we've seen that. Just the offense needs to do anything at all, and then they'll win more games because I think the defense may be the best in the league.
Woo!
We really addressed our weakest spot with Derek Harmon. He's now beside Cam Hayward. The center of the line is now ready to go. We have 3, possibly 4 good edge rushers if Jack Sawyer works out. And we bring in
he's gonna work.
Darius Slayton and Joey Porter Jr., who now Joey Porter Jr. doesn't have to be the cornerback 1 for maybe this year if Darius Slayton.
Brought in Jalen Ramsey.
You
said Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Jalen Ramsey can now take the hardest matchups rather than trying to have Joey Porter cover everybody. Then Darius Slay's still there. Deshaun Elliott's still there. This defense is so ready to go. This offense needs to do anything at all. Bring in DK Metcalf to pair up with Aaron Rodgers. I am not an Aaron Rodgers believer. I'll say that first and foremost. I think that this offense is going to be ugly at times because the line is not good and Aaron Rodgers does not have the mobility that he once had to escape the pocket.
41
so I think he's just going to be taking sacks. But if the offense can't do anything at all, and if they can figure it out, get the ball out of his hands quick, the run game can get going, then this defense, simply because the defense is 1, I feel like 7 is reasonable because they have a 1 defense. They have to have a top 14 offense for them to get to 7 mathematically.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really hope that they can do that because there's just so much potential here. And
there is.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, come on.
Yes, I mean, say what you want about Rodgers. He is less mobile. Rodgers is less mobile. There's no doubt about that. But for what the Steelers have had for years, he is still the best option for simple, ball distribution and running in offense, which is kind of what the Steelers need. They need to run it, physically run the ball, but also, execute the offense, distribute the ball to your playmakers, in the best way possible, because the Steelers, not historically, but as of late, obviously haven't had the best wide receiver options. You got a good, stud in there now with DK Metcalf, but with not great wide receivers and quarterbacks not exactly great or not consistent, at least, at distributing the ball, that really is a bad combination. So now that you get someone in there that should hopefully be able to at least distribute and read the defense and make the right decisions, they got a pretty good shot. And then, of course, the great defense, like Carson said.
The offense scares me, and that's why I have them ranked down at 18th. That's probably disrespectful. I am scared of this offense, but let me just say, because we didn't really get a chance to talk about it, but I will say that I absolutely love what Omar Khan has done to this team. Now, there's a lot of question marks right now. It's like, what are they doing? They're going all in. This team is so old. It's not going to work. Let them cook, because, yes, they signed DK Metcalf and who else did they sign to a huge contract? TJ Watt.
TJ Watt.
They signed okay, yeah, I was going to say Jonathan Smith, too.
Oh, yeah, they signed 1 year extent.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about weapons that they brought in.
Oh, no. I mean, they what they're doing right now, DK Metcalf signed to a huge contract. He's still young-ish. TJ Watt, I see why they don't want to get rid of him. He's the lifeblood of Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, Pittsburgh would have went up in flames if they...
Yeah. Would have looked like Philadelphia after winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Except they're angry, not happy.
What?
What? This thing's indestructible.
He's like an armadillo fly. Yeah. He's got a hard shell on. I got it. Oh, never mind.
Anyways.
But what I love about this team is that all the other guys they brought in, yes, they are old. Aaron Rodgers, Robert Woods, Jonnu Smith, Mason Rudolph, Darius Slay, Juan Thornhill, Chuck Clark, Malik Harrison, all these guys, do they look like they're going to win a Super Bowl? No, I don't. They're not going to win a Super Bowl. Can we say that? Can we agree on that? You need an offense. Okay, so maybe you guys believe more than I do.
I don't think we're I don't think we're Super Bowl contenders.
No. Okay,
not yet.
Okay,
I think we're gonna get to the AFC Championship, and then our offense is gonna fail us.
Okay, so that's like what I'm saying. That people are like looking at this like, oh my gosh, they're going all in for a Super Bowl and it's not gonna work. I don't think that's what they're doing. I think they're bringing in all these old guys to get through and have a decent season so that the wheels don't just fall off. And you see what they're doing with these young guys. The offensive line.
Yes.
4 of the 5 starters were drafted 2023 or later.
Yes.
They're so young.
Yeah. I did see that.
They're running backs. Jalen Warren is still a pretty young guy in the league, but they can get out of his contract easily if they really want to, but they like him. Caleb Johnson they just drafted. He fits perfectly for this Arthur Smith scheme, whether we like him or not.
We don't.
Yeah. I mean, Will Howard is going to be maybe the future.
I'm excited about him.
Yes.
So he's an excitement, an high value maybe pick that they got in the 6th round. Derek Harmon comes in. He could almost immediately replace Cam Hayward, and I think maybe not be as good, but maybe build up to be what Cameron Hayward is. Keanu Benton could be beside him. TJ Watt, he's going to be the old goat in the room, but either way, he's going to be able to teach young guys. Nick Herbig, Alex Highsmith maybe has a few more years left on his contract. Jack Sawyer's another guy who just could come in and immediately replace Highsmith. Darius Slay will be gone after 1 year. Juan Thornhill gone after 1 year. All these old guys that they're bringing in, what I'm trying to say is that they're not spending a whole lot of money on these high name players. And after this year, they can, on all of those contracts, they can get out of all of them.
Yeah.
And then they're left with, they have the most draft picks for the 2026 NFL draft with 12 right now. It's in Pittsburgh. This team is ready to rebuild.
Yeah,
Omar Khan
great.
has done amazing work, I believe, and I think this thing is going to work because even if you have these big name guys leave, Cam Hayward could retire, but we're backfilling, and then even you can draft another defensive tackle in the draft because you have 12 draft picks. This is awesome. I think what he's doing. Forget about all the old heads that are on this team. They're going to be gone, and this team is going to be completely rebuilt with young guys in a year. And I think it's going to be great. So, I don't necessarily believe in the Steelers this year because there's a bunch of old guys. But for the future, this team, I think this thing's going to work.
Omar Khan's basically Gordon Ramsay this season.
He's cooking.
He's
cooking.
Yeah, those draft picks are always so boring. Like, you draft a lineman, and it's always like, it's not exciting, but I understand where they're going. And that is what you get. You get all these linemen now that we've built up with young linemen, and the line's ready to go. And we always say, you need a line first before you can get a quarterback because if you do it in the reverse order, it's just going to be ugly, and the quarterback's going to, try to play hero ball and blah, blah, blah. So, you need to build from the line up, and that is what the Steelers are doing. So, very good point there. That draft is going to be great.
Yeah, literally next year, you are going to have 2 big contracts. The rest of the guys are mostly going to be on either smaller contracts or rookie contracts. You got TJ Watt, and you got DK Metcalf. The rest of the guys, you're money to burn.
Yeah. Could part ways.
Patrick Queen. Oh, linebackers are cheap.
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right, let's move to our number 8 ranked team here, the Minnesota Vikings. Just another team that showed out last year, and they didn't really do anything to scare me. They still have Justin Jefferson. They still got KOC as head coach, and always in a tough division, but that division was very, very good. Like, it's always exciting to watch, is what I'm getting at. So they did really good. I like that they brought in Ryan Kelly and Will Fries from Indy. That's going to be huge for that offensive line. They were studs in Indy. They aren't going to be any different down there. They drafted Donovan Jackson to help out on the line there. They still have Christian Darrisaw. Like, they got a very good just overall offense. I mean, they just got guys, and they added some depth. And this is another team we just kind of talked about. This whole team, because the defense is still going to be good with Brian Flores.
Yep.
And they added some guys, so it's still going to be good. So there's another team here that is super, super solid on paper, and it all rides on J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
All rides on the quarterback. And we aren't super big fans of him, but for me, what's making me feel better about him is that they seem to fully believe in the guy. So, and I trust Kevin O'Connell, ex-quarterback, like quarterback whisperer. And if Kevin O'Connell believes in this dude, like, that kind of makes me believe that, okay, he thinks they're going to be fine. He thinks they're going to be good. And they got enough offensive weapons and a good enough defense, I think, to support any shortcomings of a rookie first-year starting quarterback.
Completely agree. The reason, so I feel like this team, it's all there. It all relies on the quarterback. Much like we said about the Falcons and the Colts, everything is all there. It's just all quarterback. But I trust Kevin O'Connell way more than I trust Raheem Morris right now, the head coach of the Falcons, or way more than I trust Shane Steichen, the head coach of the Colts. Kevin O'Connell's proved that he could do this last year with a ginger quarterback who never worked in the NFL.
Yeah.
And now he's given a guy
14-win season already.
Yes. Yeah. And now he's given a guy who he hand-selected last year. Yeah, he was injured, but he was there still learning the playbook, comes in and should know everything already, even though he didn't really get to practice because of his injury.
Yeah.
I trust in Kevin O'Connell is the thing, and that's why they deserve to be ranked this high because, well, also the trust in Brian Flores.
Yep.
Agreed. You guys said it well.
Number 7, the Denver Broncos. We got to believe in this one here.
Oh, yeah.
Believe. Yeah, this team,
Good
up
shirt.
and down, on paper, is awesome. I mean, obviously, we love the pieces, but even like as a person, just like a guy, an analyst who is unbiased, you can look at this team and say that, like, okay, yeah, this is going to work. They brought in pieces like Pat Bryant. Evan Ingram is going to – they actually have a tight end that they can throw to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who is not a Adam Troutman, Lucas Kroll, Nate Adkins, the disgustingness they had last year. Evan Ingram brings another weapon to this offense. J.K. Dobbins had some nice runs in L.A., sorry.
Yeah.
R.J. Harvey comes in as a spark plug in that running back room. And then Bo Nix proves last year, without all these weapons that I said they just added, that he could move this offense in his rookie year and look composed. Now we're another year into Bo. You got a Bo leave.
I got a Bo leave.
And I think this team is going to be even better. And then the defense, again, awesome. You could argue probably like top 5 in the league, maybe.
Certainly.
Just great.
Last year they were top 10 before the last 6 weeks where they gave up like a bunch of 30-point games.
Yes. Yeah. And they added Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, Jade Barron. And immediately hop in as starters. And I think that this team is going to be so, so good. So, yeah, maybe you as the listener is like, oh, my gosh, the Broncos at 7? But, yes, the Broncos at 7. Yeah. I am believing in what Sean Payton is cooking. And another year of Bo Nix settling into the NFL and becoming that just offense mover that he came out as from Oregon. I think that this thing is going to look really, really good, and I think they have a shot at the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, Bo Nix is the next Drew Brees is looking more and more likely the more we watch him, but I have them down at 9 simply because I'm so scared of sophomore slumps, and I worry that after Bo Nix's rookie season, the league's going to start to figure him out and figure out this offense because this offense isn't overloaded with talent. It's the defense carrying them, and I think that this offense has enough talent to make it work and everything, but They just don't have that high-flying offense like these other teams above them do.
That's very fair.
Or that. What?
Oh!
How? I'm telling you, this thing's an armadillo with wings.
It's fly.
Yeah, I love this Broncos team. I love what they're doing. I like what you said about Bo Nix. He, truly is. I talked about Aaron Rodgers moving an offense. That's what Bo Nix is. He is an offensive mover. He's not, the biggest playmaker. He's not going to run people over like a Josh Allen does. He's not going to throw it 80 yards down the field.
He does have a cannon, though.
He does have an
underrated
arm.
cannon.
He's got an arm on him. But, he's just a great offensive mover that's got enough spark to, escape the pocket and move and run and all that. He's just a very, very exciting player, very exciting team in general.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, the Washington Commanders.
I honestly, as big of a fan of them as I am, and Jane Daniels, I do not want to have them this high because number one, I just said I'm scared of sophomore slumps, and I'm scared of Jane Daniels' sophomore slump.
That's your guy, though.
I do think
you don't have any exceptions to that rule.
Here's the exception. Okay. I'm about to talk about it. He has Cliff Kingsbury, and you think back to Cliff Kingsbury's Kyler Murray's sophomore slump was pretty bad with Cliff Kingsbury. But here's why Jane Daniels will be different. Because all the jokes about Kyler Murray not being able to use the middle of the field because he's too short, they are true. He can't really use the middle of the field. Jane Daniels is an exception. He's 6'4". He's showed last year he can get the ball out quick on slants across the middle. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw the sideline ball. He can run. He is so dynamic. He can do it in so many ways. I don't think defenses can figure him out as well because he is a throw first, run second. He didn't even run very much last year. He just ran when he had to. He made it work. So I think that he could dodge the sophomore slump, like a wrench in that in Dodgeball or
Yep. A good movie.
Dodge wrench.
But their receiver room is in shambles, very bad, worse than the 49ers is. Terry McLaurin, I was shocked when I heard he requested a trade. It's like you date a girl for 7 or 8 years, get engaged to her, you're engaged for a couple of years, then right before their wedding, they're calling it off. They're about to do big things, and they're calling off the Terry McLaurin Commanders' wedding. He's been on this team ever since he was drafted. Yeah. They love each other. Last year, Terry said, or reports were coming out saying Terry is so good for Jaden Daniels because he's not being me. He's like, just throw it to whoever, and if it comes to me, then that's good. I just want to do whatever I can for this team.
Yeah.
And now I'm guessing he's being greedy, trying to get a bigger contract, and they don't want to give it to him, but I don't foresee them ending up trading him. I think he's going to end up on the team before the season. But right now, they don't have him. Noah Brown's not there. They're running.
Noah Brown.
Yeah, they're working with Michael Gallup, Luke McCaffrey, Jalen Lane, KJ Osborne. He can make anybody work, Jaden Daniels that is, but I don't know if he can make these guys work. And then Zach Ertz is there, somehow got another year older as well.
Somehow, yeah.
Line is the same, with the exception of Laramie Tunsil, but they lost other pieces on the line as well. Then defensively, it's more of the same as well. They lost, what's his name? Jonathan Allen. But they bring in Javon Kinlaw, bring in Vaughn Miller to pair up with retirement home Bobby Wagner. Yeah. Bring in Jonathan Jones, Will Harris. They lost Jeremy Chin. It's just they replaced they brought in guys to replace things they lost. Last year, their defense somehow ranked 13th. I think that gives credit to Dane Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of Packers vibe here. It's like they don't have much talent there on defense, but they somehow make it pretty good. So innocent until proven guilty again. I'll keep them here until they prove me otherwise, but I'm scared of what this team could be.
Yes.
Both good and bad.
Yes.
High ceiling, low floor.
Yes. The variance is what has me kind of scared to have them ranked this high as well, because for me it's an age thing. Terry McLaurin is no spring chicken. He's like 30, 31 now.
I think he's going into his age 30 season.
Yeah. Debo, again, can't stay healthy. Laramie Tunsil has had some locker room and health issues. Sam Cosme's already hurt. Probably their best offensive lineman outside of Laramie Tunsil. And then Zach Ertz is still there. And then on the defensive
side, Ben
side,
Sinnott's waiting in the wings.
He is, yes. Yeah. Ben Sinnott will be fine, yeah. But Deron Payne, Vaughn Miller, Bobby Wagner, Jonathan Jones, Will Harris, Marshawn Lattimore, all these guys are like 30 or older.
Yeah.
And this team is, yes, they are still playing good football, but when is it
Till
gonna?
when?
Yeah, till when exactly? We saw the variance last year. They made it to the AFC or NFC Championship game. Maybe they could make a Super Bowl, but this team could also finish like 22nd, I would say, in the league, and I
Probably.
wouldn't be surprised.
Same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But the offense was good last year, even against the great defenses. Because I was looking, they scored, I think, 24 or 23 points against the Eagles when they lost in the playoffs. And in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs only scored 22. So
Yeah.
they show out
We'll
when
see.
they need to.
Yep.
but Still scared.
Yeah. All right, top 5. We're all obviously all have a very similar top 5 here, but let's get right into it. Buffalo Bills at number 5.
Buffalo Bills are back like they just,
Like they never left.
yes, they're back the same as they left.
Yeah.
They bring in Josh Palmer on the offense, and outside of that, it's all the same.
Nada.
Which is amazing for this offensive line, because offensive lines are all about chemistry, and they learn how to work together. So this offensive line still has the same chemistry as last year. They do solidify their defense a little bit, which is great. They bring in Joey Bosa, they draft TJ Sanders, and they acquire Larry Ogunjobi and Michael Hoyt as well. Drafting Maxwell Harrison, who I think is going to be good to pair along with Christian Benford. So I think this team can, once again, it's another team that has all the pieces, has the talent. They just fizzle out in the playoffs, and the Chiefs always best them. But Keaton thinks it's their year, and they just need to take down the Chiefs, really. The Chiefs are just their kryptonite in playoffs.
Yep. Yeah, no real reason to tear this team apart. So.
Yeah, I know I've already said that I think the Bills are winning the Super Bowl. Right now I have them ranked 5th. I know it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but like power rankings as to how they actually finish, I think that this team is as Carson said, the continuity I think is very important.
Yep.
For one thing, the offensive line is good, and they kept everybody, just as Carson said. I think we see a step forward from Keon Coleman. That's kind of a prediction of mine. I think we see at least a little bit. Not that he's going to be a wide receiver 1 in this league. I think that Khalil Shakir is still the top target. But I think Keon Coleman does get better. And the main thing, I think that Dalton Kincaid takes a big step forward too. He's so talented. It's just they don't use him enough because Dawson Knox is also talented. But as far as I love the depth that they have on this team as well. Michael Hoyt and Larry Ogunjobi make up a nice depth piece, and TJ Sanders behind. That's a nice interior. Those are just backups, and those guys are still very solid. I love that they brought back Tre'Davious White too, to the team that he was most successful on, the team that drafted him. Yes, did he take a step back? Yeah, sure, but he can teach Maxwell Harrison some things who needs to be teached, I believe.
Taught.
Yes.
Taught. I also forgot to mention that Aiden Hutchinson is back.
That's on the Lions.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the next team.
Yeah.
Yes. I think this team, where they were, obviously the offense is always good, but where they were weak last year was the defense, and there's a lot of new guys here that even if they are only depth pieces, depth is important, especially for a team that wants to make a late run. NFL, people get hurt, so you need those guys that can actually come in and play good football. So I think that this Bills team is going to make a good run in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. Number 4, the Detroit Lions. Like Carson said, Aiden Hutchinson is back.
There we go. Now it's time.
Yeah, that's huge for this Lions team.
Huge, yeah.
Even because they did lose some pieces. They obviously lost Ben Johnson on
that's the big
offensive side. That's the biggest piece. But everything else is pretty much together. Add a few guys. Have some injuries here and there as of right now. But they added Isaac Tesla, so think what we want of him. But it is another piece there that should hopefully just need a little bit of depth in that receiver room is all, because Jameson Williams started to show out more last year. Amon-Ra is still Amon-Ra doing Amon-Ra stuff. And Tim Patrick, just another solid set of hands, another vet in the league. But yeah, this defense, Aiden Hutchinson being back, is going to turn this thing around like flipping a light switch. He's the straw that stirs the drink. He's the shoelaces that tie it all together.
Nice.
He's a spark plug also at the same time.
Keep going.
I'm just going to see how many I can do.
He's the cheese that holds the two pieces of bread together in a grilled cheese.
Yes.
He's the straw that doesn't break the camel's back.
Yes, true. He is the little stick that holds your sandwich together so it doesn't come apart, or your wrap.
I think that's called a toothpick.
Yes. Well, some of them are actual sticks, but yes, we can go with toothpick.
Yeah.
Or your burgers,
Yeah,
stays
he
together.
He is the gel that molds the hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
that was
Yeah.
a good one.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you.
He's the oh man, no, I lost.
So yeah, he's pretty important.
He's pretty
to
important.
the team. So
Very.
he's back. They brought in DJ Reed at corner, which I think is huge because their other corner is pretty much non-existent in Terry and Arnold.
Yep.
Sorry about it, but it
Take
kinda
a
is
step
what it
forward,
is.
Darren Arnold.
He's the
yeah.
gas that powers the car.
He
Oh,
is.
nice.
He's race fuel.
He's race fuel.
Yeah, he's hot running. But yeah, the rest of their defense should still be solid.
He's the pen that signs the paper.
Oh, nice.
Yes. He's the saw that cuts the wood.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
Nice.
He's the roller that applies the paint on the walls.
Okay. Sure.
He's the handle that flushes the toilet.
Oh,
yes.
that's
Okay.
a good one. That's a good one. He's the toilet paper that cleans the ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually a good
That's
one.
really good.
That's- yeah, okay, we'll end on that.
Last
one.
year they were
that
kind of
was good.
ass.
That
Yeah.
one makes the most
That's
sense.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're kind of getting away from the team aspect, but I like that. Bringing it back. There for these top teams, there just ain't that much more to say. Lions are still the Lions,
Yeah.
just without Ben Johnson.
Exactly, and that is the main concern.
Yep.
But right now, we haven't seen any football played yet. We haven't seen
Correct.
the Lions without Ben Johnson, and you
Yep.
look up and down this roster, and they still are a very good roster.
Yep.
Thanks to what Dan Campbell and the GM's name is slipping my mind, Brad Holmes have
Brad
built.
Holmes, yeah.
And so this team on paper, you could argue is best team in the league. But
Yep.
yeah, Ben Johnson gone.
Johnson's gone.
We do not know.
We do not know.
Also, I got to shout out one guy
We
who,
do not care.
because we don't like Terry Arnold, and I wish he would get benched. There's a guy behind him in the name of DiCaprio Boodle. That's one of the best names I've heard.
One of the best names.
Brutal, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
DiCaprio Boodle.
That's good, yeah.
That's good, but he's not going to play. But just wanted to shout out.
It'll be Terry Arnold.
I am scared of the Lions, though.
Yes.
Because they lose their OC, they lose their DC,
Yeah.
and they lose 5 assistants.
Yeah.
This is pretty much an all-new coaching staff.
I was
This-
hoping they would leave anyways.
It is,
trying
yeah.
to make this team work. Now, I think John Morton, coming from Denver, is going to be good.
Yep.
But I don't know that they can
Kelvin
be.
Shepard's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can be what they once were.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
That's the whole
exactly.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's until proven guilty.
Yep.
Yes.
Number 3, Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah, this is I know there's going to be probably a lot of people who have them. Well, I don't maybe not ranked number 1, but maybe ranked number 2.
Probably.
And I can understand that. I do believe in what the Chiefs are doing. I think that Josh Simmons comes in and he was you could argue him offensive tackle 1 in this class with Armand Membou, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't blink an eye at that. And all things that I'm hearing out of Chiefs camp is that Josh Simmons looks awesome. He is doing absolutely great. The wide receivers, you get Rashee Rice back. Well, maybe. I don't know.
He might be in jail. I don't know.
Yeah, he might be in jail.
I think he'll have like a 4-game suspension.
Yeah,
or
we haven't heard
something.
anything
Yeah.
official yet, though. But that's what everybody's kind of thinking. But you know what? That's fine because they brought in Jalen Royals, and he can play that yards after catch role that Rashee Rice plays.
Definitely.
Juju Smith-Schuster is good for one good game every year. You just
Yeah.
need to choose when to use it.
Yep.
And then they got Xavier Worthy and hopefully a full season of Hollywood Brown. Whole lot of weaponry there. Isaiah Pacheco comes back again. Hopefully he's healthy. Bring in more speed and Elijah Mitchell. Bring in a receiving back in Brashard Smith. This team, I believe, just got better and better after they were in the Super Bowl for, 5 years in a row or something like that.
It's crazy.
So I think that this team has only gotten better. So I wanted to rank them higher, but
you
the
even
two...
mentioned the defensive guys?
Yeah, so Omar Norman Lott.
and Jeffrey Bossa.
Yes.
This is like extra depth, if not anything else.
Yeah, Omar Norman Lott, I think, is going to add a big pass rush piece that they could definitely use. Beside Chris, if you got Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, and Omar Lott just coming on you, picture that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Man,
you're just
I
going
do
to be
not- that's
just
scary.
drenched. You're going to
Yeah.
be drenched
Yeah.
with sweat because you're
Sure.
so nervous with them coming at you.
Looking like a glazed donut.
Yeah, you're just so drenched. It's
Yeah.
soaking.
Shiny. Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, this Chiefs team did not
But
get
of
any
course
worse.
looked good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course they look good, and I think
And
they
look
got even
better.
better.
Yeah.
They had a great draft. One of my favorite drafts this year, I would say.
They did very
Same.
well. Yep. Number 2, Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. They're one of those teams that they have it all.
Yeah.
They just
They
need
got it
to
all.
do it all.
Nice.
Really?
Exactly.
Now, their only lacking spot is the receiver room. They have D-Hop, Rashad Bateman, and Zay Flowers.
Respect Zay.
That leaves much to be desired, but elsewhere,
Not much compared. That leaves some to be desired.
If we're comparing to the Steelers,
That's true.
the Steelers would desire that.
That's true. Yeah.
That's much to be
It
desired.
has some desire to.
There is
still
some
attain.
desire to be
Right.
had,
You
yes.
can always desire more.
That's right. Yeah.
yes.
There's not really a level to the desirement.
Right. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Anyway, sorry guys.
Anyways, everything else, their defense is the same. They bring in Malachi Starks to form the best safety room in the NFL.
Yep.
I don't think it's close either.
Well, Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch is the only ones that you could put up against them.
I think Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks is better.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
We'll see.
probably number 2 though. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Fine.
see.
And then they bring in Jair for a 1-year rental, probably. And then they just bring in a whole bunch of depth on this defense.
Yeah.
Like I said, they have everything. They don't need any more. They just need to put it together. Lamar needs to
Go out.
run in the playoffs like he does. And they need to either beat the Bills or the Chiefs.
That's really it.
That's
it.
simple as it is, really.
Yeah, they're such a good, solid team.
Yeah. Harbaugh's again know how to win, and they know how to build teams.
Yep.
So this team,
That's it.
yeah, it's just
Could
can
be
they-
argued for number
yeah.
1 power rank in the league.
Yes, every year
Yeah.
we're gonna ask, can they get over the hump?
Yep.
And it all comes down on Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know because maybe he's just a running back.
Their pass rush could get better, actually.
I mean, they brought in Mike Green, which
Yeah.
is gonna help
Pretty
a lot. Well,
huge.
if he's not in jail.
Yeah.
Again, another guy who might
Another
be in
guy,
jail.
yeah. Chalk it up
Yeah.
on the
Yep.
jail board. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's enough.
yeah.
Yeah. Kyle Van Noy was not cutting it last year.
No,
He's
no.
decent.
Yeah. He for a pass rushing
He's
specialist at like
formidable.
age 34 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably
I
not
mean,
that old, but
He leaves some desire.
Probably 30.
Okay, guesses for Kyle Van Noy age
32. He's
32. I
30.
was going to say 30.
34.
Oh, is he 34? Nice.
Damn!
Yeah, he's older. He's solid.
I think that the Ravens. I'll talk about it on the next one.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Our number 1, Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl winners, of course.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise. Another team that just didn't really get any worse. They lost a few guys, I think, but really.
Slay.
Yeah, they lost Slay.
Bryce Huff.
Makai
They
Becton.
did. True. So they did lose some dudes.
Another D lineman, too. They got overpaid.
Yes, Milton Williams, Josh Sweat. Okay, so they lost some guys.
Bryce Huff.
Panic.
Bryce Huff.
No
Yeah.
panic.
Oren
This-
Books.
Oren Burks, yeah.
This is another team that's incredibly deep, and they got guys.
Isaiah Rogers.
Darn, really?
CJGJ.
CJGJ.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so they got
Panic!
They got picked.
They got
up.
gutted, yeah.
But even still looking at this team, they're still super duper
Yeah.
solid.
Probably
They already
best
had
in the
so
league,
much
yeah.
depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Then they brought in more.
re-upped.
And they
with
had
more
a great
depth.
draft.
Yep.
Yep. So check. This team is still really good and
I'm
looks
back in, yeah.
incredibly strong. Yeah. No more panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just anywhere you look on this team, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they beat the Chiefs. So
Yeah,
they beat
my
them handily. So,
I do think Saquon is going to get injured. I think it's almost
You
inevitable.
need to quit saying that.
So-
But he's
do.
healthy right now, so I have to have them one. But after Saquon gets injured, and after a couple games this season, I do believe that the Ravens are going to be number 1 in our power rankings if we were to do like a power rankings later in the season. I do think the Ravens are eventually going to be
Maybe.
1. But for now, the Eagles are still. Holy cow! This whole Eagles backup team, offense and defense, they have so much depth. I think that their second string entire team, so their preseason team, could probably beat the Saints.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Could definitely. be
Maybe
safe.
this
Yeah.
this second string team could probably go 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's how
Yeah.
much depth they have.
Yeah.
It's
Freaking
crazy.
Tanner McKee slinging it.
Whatever you said this about the Saquon injury, about how it's bound to happen, I thought you were going to hype up the running back room of Will Shipley and Montrell Johnson Jr.
And AJ Dillon.
And Shunderick Powell.
Shunderick, awesome name.
Derek, yeah. No, Montrell might be better than Will Shipley.
Oh, what? You thought he was going to be the next Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah. Well, after that run in the playoffs last year where he puttered out in like the 10-yard line, he was like
He's
he
white.
was so tired. He was like, I kind of lost hope when I saw that. I'm like, I've never seen Christian McCaffrey do something like that.
No, he's built.
He was looking like Daniel Jones at the end of that run. He's like tripping on his own feet. He was getting hawked bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Carson said, even though they did lose all those pieces, they have a full
So good.
yeah, all of their starters, all of their starters are literally guys that were on the team last year, which again, for continuity terms, that is very important. And even Even if maybe you start Jihad Gamble over Nakobe Dean. Maybe you start Andrew Makuba over Nakobe Dean. It's not like oh man, we have to start Makuba.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you started some of the best defenders that you just in this draft class. So this team's set up for probably another Super Bowl run.
They're just so good all around.
Yeah.
There you have it. Top 32 consensus power rankings, offseason power rankings, before we've even seen any football be played by these dudes. So that's always fun. Yeah. Let us know what you guys think. We appreciate it. Let us know how off we are on some of these, because there are some to be argued.
And we got some important episodes, some sods coming up, if you will.
Yeah.
We got a bold predictions episode coming up. Those are always fun.
Yep.
We have just season predictions in general, where we're talking who we think's going to win the Super Bowl, who thinks going to make the playoffs, who's going to win every season award. We got one. We're going to do one episode where we talk about, or I want to talk about in one episode, what we're most excited to see in the NFL season, because there's a lot. Like Carson said, we're so excited for football to return.
It's coming around.
I was just shaking as I'm watching the Hall of Fame game, even though it's a bunch of guys that probably won't play that much.
Yeah.
Omarion Smith, two carries. That was it.
Omarion Hampton.
Damn. Why did I say Smith? There's no Omarion Smith.
I have no idea who that is. Yeah.
That Omarion Hampton.
Anyways, yeah.
Damn.
If you guys have anything you want us to talk about, or any questions that you want us to try to answer, or anything like that, lastsourcetalk@gmail.com, or comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Check us out on the Talk of the Tick.
Yes.
TikTok. Yes, over there.
Or the gram of the Insta.
Yeah, the gram of the Insta. Check us out there too. All Lost Stop Sports Talk. So, but we appreciate you guys watching, and hope you're excited for football. Let us know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer them. And
Later, dudes.
We'll catch you on the next episode.